All right. I was a henchman. This one is in drop D. This is the absolute the cacophonous conclusion, climax of the record, trying to see how many C words I can use in a row. I was a henchman. Let's get into it. I'm going to play the riff. We'll break it down from there. So we're just moving around some power chords here in the drop D position. We're sliding up. We're doing 2 hits on the open drop D. And then we're sliding up to the 12th fret and then down to the 9th fret. So we're going. So the second time we go to the 4th fret, and that just repeats. So one more time. Oh, and then we do that throughout the verse, and then we basically hit this guy here. This is the pre-chorus. We kind of fake it out the first time, but we still do the pre-chorus. So that little pre-chorus there is just, we're up at the 8th fret here, power chord, to the 7th fret power chord, to the 5th fret. And then I'm basically just doing some stabs here on the 6th fret of the B string with the high E string open. So it's like. Same thing for the second verse. And then we hit those same pre-chords. Basically, I'm doing one track of this, kind of hammering on that G there, and then I'm just kind of just making some noise, making it really chaotic until we kind of get to the point where the storm kind of breaks. So one more time, that second pre-chorus. And my suggestion on trying to get as close to what we did on the record there is again, you're fretting something on the B string, and you got the high E string open, you're just rising. Then we hit the quiet part. So the chords for that are open D, and then we got a G or a G flat, a G, and then an E minor. And then the first time, it actually does a slightly different thing. So it goes D, it goes G flat, G, and then we've got, ooh, this is gonna be an A sharp. Yeah, I was right, okay. So I'm basically following those chords with a little bit of guitar stuff here. I've got I'm going to try and play both at the same time until I get to the part where I physically cannot reach and mentally cannot think on a level to do them at the same time. Okay, so. Let me try that one more time. So I'm just following the chords of that first progression, which are. And every time after that, we're going to ignore that that B flat. Every time after that, it's just D, G sharp, or G flat rather, G flat, G, and then E. And I do that same thing again. So. And then we hit that that B flat again. And I'm just ringing these things out. That's the way it's gonna stay part. It's going. That's it. We're just going from a B flat to a G to an E back to the G. That's the way it's gonna stay part. No false gods above me's on that G. And then we got the kind of last bit of the song here. So let me play it for you, and then we'll break it on down. So we're basically just kind of, we're pedaling on that low D string, and we're just kind of snapping off a couple of frets. So it starts on the 12th fret to the 11th fret. So I'll play it real slow, and let's just do the whole thing really slowly, and you can pick it off my fingers here. It's just right back into the kind of main riff of the song. So the way we get out of that is we're just hitting the G flat up on the octave there. Oh, the way that we do that at the very end is I hit the fret below that, which is actually an E sharp. It's an F, and I just bend the hell out of it. So yeah, we're just hitting, after we do that wild bend. Then to the A flat. Feedback City, baby. Let those dogs howl. All right, that's I Was a Henchman. Life is better in drop D. That's all I've got to say. Good luck.